I just wanted to, can I just go through an example first? Yeah, and then I'll answer your question. Is that all right? I just wanted to take you through an example which we've done in class before, but I'm pretty sure we've just sort of skimmed over it, and it's one which quite often comes up in exams and SACs, and it's sort of, we've learnt it, and if you think about it, it will make sense on how to do it, but some of you may not make the connection on how to do it if you haven't seen it a lot before, and there's not a lot of questions on it. So just going to go through it, just so we all understand how to do it. So this is if you've got a scatter plot. So you've been given a scatter plot and you've been given an equation. So you don't have any data to put into your calculator. You don't have any data to put into your calculator. You've just been given the equation and the scatter plot. So they've done the hard work for you, and now they're asking you to fit a regression line to this scatter plot. And it's really important that you draw the correct regression line, not just a random line that you think best fits the data. So to be able to do this, there's 2 steps we need to do. To be able to draw any straight line, we need to have 2 points. If we've got 2 points that we can put on our scatter plot that are part of the regression line, we can draw a regression line. One of those points we already have really clearly, and that is from our equation. Our y-intercept is a data point, and we will quite often be asked to also list the 2 coordinates we've used to draw our regression line. So if we were to write this as a data point, we have our x value first. What is our x value for our y-intercept? It is 0. And then our y-intercept is 35,000. And that's going to be our first data point.
Wait, is it 31?
Hey? Oh, 35,1, sorry. All right, so 35,1,000. I'll put that up a tiny little bit. Okay. Next thing we need to do is find another data point. And to be able to find another data point, we have to predict a data point, because we know that's what our regression line is for. Our regression line is for predicting data. So we are going to grab a random number from our x, which we can already see on our graph. So usually it's good to grab one in the middle. So let's say let's grab 4, and we need to predict the data point, or the y value, for x equals 4. We know our x is going to equal 4, and we're going to use our regression equation to do that. So, all right, and we're going to put in our 4 where our x is. Is this making sense? Yep. So then I actually haven't done that. So I put that in, and what do we get? Oops, I've put too many zeros up there, haven't I? That's right?
No, you're right.
That's right? Okay. All right, and so that equals 9340, and that's going to be my y value for that data point. I need to then draw this data point on my scatter plot. So I'll go across to 4, and obviously you can tell I've just done this really roughly, this scatter plot, not to scale, and up to 19.3, which will be just below that 20,000. And let's pretend that our dots don't look like that. Our dots look more like that, rather, around that dot. Is this making sense? Yeah? So then, now that we've got 2 data points, you line up your ruler and draw your regression line. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's really, really important that you've got an example of that in your notebook, because I guarantee either in your SAC or on your exam, you will be asked to do that.
Is it in the book?
I don't know if there's an example of it in the book. I think there's one question in one of the exercises that asks you to do it, and I think we may have gone through it really, really quickly on the board. So, yeah. This is really important. We definitely haven't gone over it in detail.
Will we go over it again next term? Or no?
No, because we're going on to a different sort of topic. This is sort of something, it's something that they don't have in the textbook because it's something that they assume that you can work out yourself without being told. But I think it's better if you're told.
And
So
what can I put this under?
this is part of regression. So this is part of chapter 4. 4, I think it was regression. Yeah, so this is part of chapter 4. Any questions about that? Anyone not understand what I've been talking about? No? Cool. So just make sure you've got that an example.
They gave you the 2 points.
No, we were given the equation and the scatter plot. I had to find 2 points. 1 point you can get from your y-intercept, which is that. So if it's your y-intercept, your x will be 0.
We've probably done this before, yeah.
Possibly, but not in details.
If I did my 2.
Okay.
Did we do this in methods? I've got no idea. I don't remember it.
Alright, so that was our first point.
Pardon?
Does it make sense if we got our first point? And our second point was just a random number I chose off the x. Doesn't matter because we're going to be able to get a y for it because our regression line will go through it. Does that make sense? I could have chosen 2, I could have chosen 7, it wouldn't have mattered.
And you made up 19340.
So then I grabbed that 4 and I put that into that equation where the x is, and then that gives me a number, and that's where I get that number from.
Do you do that when y equals 0 and then solve for x and then find x?
You can, but you won't. You'll quite often have a graph that there'll be a break in the scale here,
Okay.
and so then your x will be like way over here and off your graph.
Yeah.
So you're better off just to choose a number that you can see. Yeah. You will only get asked this question. Not only, probably 95% of the time you'll get asked this question where the y-intercept will actually be on the graph. Yeah, it will be very, very unlikely that you get asked that you have to find both of these data points. If on the chance you do get asked a question like this and you can't draw the y-intercept because it's completely out of the data range, just do this twice, this bit. So then choose another number like 6,
Yeah.
solve it for 6, and then you've got another data point that you can draw to one line between. Yeah. You just need 2 data points to be able to draw a line.
I got $20 around me.
Any other questions? Cool, wonderful. Make sure you put something like that in your notebook. Guarantee it will be on something.